Hello, my name is Marvin Antonio Cortez Benitez, and in this opportunity I'm going to be talking about the topic peer observation checklist. Well, a peer observation checklist is a process whereby a teacher participates as an observer in a lesson taught by a colleague for the purposes of exploring the learning and the teaching process and environment, and where these observations leads on to reflection and discussion with the underpinning long-term aim of improving students' learning. Well, we have here the peer observation checklist. This form focuses on description regarding agreed upon items for observation based on the pre-observation meeting. Comments might be used by the observer to explain their observation and to provide reflection and additional insight. Well, in this case, I'm gonna be the observer, and Brian Ayala Turcios is gonna be the teacher who's gonna be teaching students, right? So, and the course is about English. So we have in here the checklist or the aspects for each section. When I talk about section, I'm talking about the things that we are going to observe and mark, and we can say yes or no. So there are 8 different observations about the sections, right? 8 different observation sections, and we also have here the comment. So in the teacher organizations, this means like the teachers who's gonna be teaching must be organized, right? And for example, we are in here in the checklist, the teacher states the relation of the class to the previous one. I say yes because, well, this is a simulated team, right? And well, my comment was, it's pretty good to always give a feedback about the last class when they have some relation. And we also have the teacher knows how to use the educational technology needed for the class. Well, in this case, I say yes too. And well, I say yes because Brian did use the technology and he knows how to use it well. So it's not necessary to give a comment because he's doing great with this. And also the teacher posts class goals or objectives in the board or a slide. Well, this is very important to always set goals for every topic and write them down on the board or the PowerPoint presentations. Like I said, we always must write objectives for any topic because we want to get our students to the high level. Well, and we also have the teacher gives a specific instructional outcome for the course, and I say yes, and I didn't say any comment about it because he was doing good. Well, we have another aspect in here. We have instructional materials, and for the instructional materials we have if use videos, websites and other resources materials and have a clear purposes. When I'm talking about this, it's like when the teacher is giving the classes, he must use videos related to the topics and websites and other resources materials. So this is gonna be like very useful for our students so they can understand everything like very easy. So we also have the handouts or digital resources are appropriate in number and subject, and I say yes, right? And also we have the teacher give assistance or site into reading or using assigned text. And we also have the teacher's materials work in the lessons. This is very important, right? The materials that the teacher use is good, that the teacher knows how to choose the materials that he or she is going to be using during the class. So we have another aspect in here. We have instructional strategies. So we have the teacher's choice of a teaching techniques appropriate for the goals. And we have during the discussion, the teacher pauses after asking question. He didn't make a pause when he was talking about the topic, and the student wanted to ask question about the topic because maybe the students didn't understand something, but in this case Brian didn't make a pause. So my comment will be that next time he can make little pauses so the students can ask question about any topic. And well, the teacher acknowledge students' contribution to discussion, helping students extend their responses. And we also have the teacher is invaluable before or after class. Well, my bad about this one. Well, it's a Babel. My bad. Okay, so I said no. So my comment for Brian was he should have some time before and after, so his student can contact him just in case if they have any doubts about the topics, homework, etc. So we also have the content knowledge. We have the four aspects. The teacher corrects the mistake in assigned materials and he didn't do it. So it's good to check the materials before giving classes and correct the mistakes, and the students won't get confused. So the teachers communicates resourcing, reasoning process behind operation or concept. The teacher identifies sources, perspectives, and authorities in the field, and the teacher incorporates current research in the field. I said yes to all of them because he was doing great. I'm talking about Brian, right? Because he's teacher who is teaching. We have the number 5, and we have presentation. This is very important aspect. So the teachers can be seen and hear, and no, Brian didn't he couldn't, well, the student couldn't hear him. So next time, my comment was, next time, Brian should speak a little bit louder so his student will hear him better, and also he will get their student attention. So the teacher avoids extended reading from notes or text. Well, I think he seems like he was like reading the whole time. So next time, Brian should not read that much because the student will get bored. So the teacher speak at pace that allows students to comprehend what is said, and the teacher use humor appropriate. And we also have the number 6, the impact of the teacher-student learning. Well, this is like, well, the aspects that I brought in here to evaluate Brian is that the teacher helps develop critical thinking skills and problem-solving abilities, and the teacher broadens student views, and the teacher encourages the development of student analytical abilities. And also the teacher helps students develop an awareness of the process used to gain the new knowledge. Here, the clarity. The teacher defines new terms of concepts, and the teacher elaborates or repeats complex information. Well, this is a good point because if some students don't understand the topic, any complex topics, the teacher must explain with a lot of examples so the student will get the right information and they won't be confused. So, well, the teacher uses a lot of examples to explain the content, and the teacher pauses during explanation and allows students to ask questions. And Brian didn't do this, so always make a pause so your student can ask him any doubts about what he's teaching at the moment. And the last aspect, we have the how the teacher manage to inclusive classroom. Well, in this case, the teacher conveys the belief that all the students can learn and succeed, and the teacher creates an equitable and inclusive in the classroom that respect gender and difference. And the teacher creates opportunities for a student to share their interests, struggles, and aspiration with him or her. And the teacher creates safe space for student share. Well, this is all for today. I hope you have understood, and thank you for paying attention.